No cap.
No cap.
Now let's get to the only important segment in this podcast. I think Lane Thomas might be a no. Let's talk about Rex Hudler. Now, if you paid for Royals.tv, like I unfortunately did, you may notice some things are different. We have a new sideline reporter, Bridget Howard. Mm-hmm. We have a new addition and small-time, up-and-coming broadcaster Eric Hosmer. What's so funny?
I'm sorry, that's just so funny. Gotta pay the bills.
We no longer have the most annoying song you've ever heard in your entire life being played while they talk about the lineups that somehow is the melody is on one beat and then the drums are on a completely other beat. And if you have ADHD and also are a musician, it drives you mad. A lot of changes this year, as we are on like MLB Network essentially, or MLB TV. But another change you might have noticed is you don't hear a familiar voice in the first series. Instead, you hear Eric Hosmer making his debut for the broadcast team. You don't hear a familiar voice in the second series. Instead, you hear Jeremy Guthrie. Two guys I really like, by the way. At least one of them. And so Buzz, started buzzing around KC. Mm-hmm. People wanted to know, where's my beloved color commentator, Rex Hudler? The moon looks so beautiful tonight, and no one's here to comment on it. Where is he? He did end up commentating, but a few days before that, an announcement came out that Rex Hudler would only be doing a third of the games this year. Jeremy Guthrie would be doing a third. Eric Hosmer would be doing a third. Now, before I get into the nitty-gritty, did you know that at least 50% of baseball broadcasts have 3 people? We don't need to get into that. I'm just saying. So apparently, according to a few different articles, one being the Kansas City Star, Rex Hudler is having his time cut in half, essentially, on the broadcast team. And at first I was like, okay, was this his decision? Was it the network's decision? Because Rex does a lot of charity work. I can't think of the specific nonprofit, but something that helps with, I think, kids with Down syndrome or people with Down syndrome. His son has Down syndrome, so that's very close to his heart. He does a lot of great work, and he's taking his extra time to really pour into that, and that's awesome. So I'm like, was it his decision to do less games? Apparently not, because Rex Hudler was quoted as saying something along the lines of, I told the network, as I do every year, that I wanted to do every game. I always want to do every game, blah, blah, blah. He loves his job, obviously. He loves baseball, obviously. So I was like, well, that's interesting. So this is a network decision. And, he was also quoted in that interview talking about the kind of the outcrying of fans missing him, wanting to know where he was. He was very touched by that. So blah, 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 blah. The situation is they are apparently, this is all context clues, but they're apparently pushing Rex Hudler out, giving him less time until eventually I would imagine they give him no time, if I had to guess. And I just wanted to talk a little bit about that, because how out of touch do you have to be to think that the people that watch you want that? I guarantee you the majority, I would say over 80% of people that watch pretty much every night or plan to watch every night that actually pay you the money for Royals.tv want Rex Hudler there. In fact, in the seasons where we lose 100 games, which there's been a lot until recently. Mm-hmm. Rex Hudler is the reason that you tune in. Is he ridiculous sometimes? Yes, but that he's so funny. He's so self-aware about it. He's such a happy person. He's enjoying every second of what he's doing, no matter what the score is. And he just it is so entertaining and such a great person. People who have met him always talk about how nice he is, how caring he is. It's very clear that the people he broadcasts with also love him, so there's not like some rift that happened. It's just such an interesting decision to bring on two sleepy guys instead of the electricity you had. And like, I know this is a bit of a rant, but I looked at like Awful Announcing, which first of all is a terrible social media account that is just like a follow the drama thing. But they like rank the broadcast team each year, and every year we're pretty low. But like, I don't know why they would care about like national rating of your broadcast. Only people who watch the Royals broadcast are Royals fans. And the Royals fans love Rex Hudler. So it's upsetting. I hope enough people have been speaking out to the point where they reverse this decision, and either like if it needs to be just keep him at a third every year, that's fine. I'm more or less fine with that as long as they're not pushing him out. But and I don't want Jeremy or Eric to lose their job by any means, but there's no reason not to have him on the majority of the broadcast. He's just that good.
Yeah, I was going to say, I have a couple thoughts on it. First thing, I do wonder with us now having the Royals TV being under that MLB TV umbrella, how much of this is coming from the Royals versus the MLB broadcaster who kind of overtook it after the whole Bally Sports FanDuel network, whatever, blah, 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 blah.
It's from the Royals organization.
Okay.
Because they have their own, like, broadcast team.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
So it's at a local level, which to me feels even worse because it's like they're trying to kind of curtain call Rex Hudler and kind of push him off into the sunset, which I really do hate. Like you mentioned, it seems very out of touch for where the fan base is. Rex Hudler is not your PC cookie cutter business suit and a tie color commentator. He isn't. That isn't in his nature. He is who he is. He's natural. He's not forced. Like you said, he makes it a lot of fun. To have a color commentator like that who paints outside of the boxes, obviously not senile, but, is able to kind of inject energy and life and just attract you and draw you into the game, whether it's a close game or whether one team's getting blown out. They still make it entertaining. They still make it fun. And to not allow Rex Hudler to go out on his own terms, this man has given his life to baseball. He had a long MLB career. He's done a lot of color commentary with different broadcasts, even in video games, whatever it might be. This man lives, breathes, he is baseball. So to take this opportunity away from him, I think is a pretty big injustice, not only for him, but also for Royals baseball fans.
At the end of the day, we need HUD to continue being a large part of this organization. We hope that is the way this swings. Obviously, there's definitely Royals fans that don't like him, but most of those people are people that don't watch that often and haven't, gotten to know who he is and seen his passion, I feel like. Yeah, but we love you, HUD, and we hope you continue to broadcast until you go out on your own terms, or until he says the F slur on air or something. We don't just do this podcast. We have a YouTube channel where we do solo videos. We have all the social medias and whatnot. So keep an eye out because we are going to be posting some more of us reacting to some HUD clips. And so far, there's already a lot to react to. So keep your eye out for that. But